got some blood drops on your shoes.
A Washington woman is accused of murdering her 4-year-old son, stabbing him dozens of times and leaving his body along the interstate.
Saw her today and she looked pretty out of it. I mean, she had her haircut, you know, like Britney Spears kind of thing, went crazy because she used to have like long, big black hair, you know. We're
now getting a closer look at the early stages of the investigation when the accused murderer allegedly lied to police.
You're not
lying.
I might just take her phone. She's got some specks on her shirt, she's got blood on her shoes. She's not really making sense.
All this after her family voiced concerns about her drug and alcohol use.
But Luis, my dad, actually talked to her mom and told her mom that she needed to probably find her daughter like special help, like a psychiatrist or something like that, because her problem was beyond just drugs and alcohol now. It was like her mind was there sometimes and it wasn't. So we told her to come actually get her and find her like a special help, and that's the last time we heard from her.
The case begins on March 27th in Everett, Washington, just north of Seattle. At about 7 o'clock that morning, 4-year-old Ariel Garcia was last seen. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, his grandparents reported him missing under mysterious circumstances.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, sure. Nothing on you?
No.
Okay.
You guys give us some privacy? Hey, so...
Nothing in your bra.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I just, you don't need to reach in, I'll just...
Thank you. Do you know why we're here?
Are you okay if I open the zipper?
Why? Why are you guys here?
What's going on today?
Can I open the zipper?
Yeah.
Just checking there. Thank you. I just want to make sure before.
What's going on today with you? And like, sounds like the cops have been talking to you already.
Yeah.
Body camera video shows sheriff's deputies catch up with 4-year-old Ariel's mother, Janet Garcia. She was at an alcohol rehab center in Ridgefield, Washington, about 3 hours south of where her son was last seen. Almost right away, first responders noticed something is off with Janet.
You got some blood drops on your shoes.
Janet plays this off, saying her son fell in the morning.
Yeah. So my son fell this morning earlier.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I was able to take him to the doctors and everything was okay. I took him with another lady so she can watch him for me, because I wasn't staying at home. I had problems going on with my parents and they didn't let me in the house. So I was staying with another lady. She was super sweet. That's where my son fell. And then, but we left, so I was like, okay, you know. So I went to another lady's house and I told her if she could watch him for me. I wanted to come get, you know, I wanted to fully recover. I'm an alcoholic, so I was like, if you can watch him for me for 12 months, that'd be amazing, because I'm not talking to my mom, and she's the one that has just like a notarized paper saying that she has legal custody of them, but I have legal custody of them. She's not letting me see my older son, so
that would be really hard.
Yeah, I'm a little bit upset about that one. So I'm here now and everything's okay.
Here's where the story goes off the rails. Janet says she left Ariel with another lady, but beyond that, she doesn't have any information.
We want to make sure that he's safe and know where he is. Who's the friend that you left him with?
I left him with another lady. I don't have her information.
Oh, well, that's not gonna cut it. We got to figure out where he's at. Where can you tell me the location where somebody could go and check on him and make sure he's okay?
In SeaTac area.
Okay.
Seattle.
More specific?
I don't have an address.
Eventually, she brings up the name of her friend, but says she doesn't have her contact info.
Nothing. Who's the friend? How do you know the person how did you pick the person?
She's a longtime friend that I know.
Okay, what's her name?
Alika. That's all I know. Alika Bone.
Alika Bone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you've known
her or anything?
Okay. But you've known her for a long time? So how did you reach out to her?
So I reached out to her because I needed help.
How did you reach out to her?
I found her number on my old Facebook, but I no longer have a Facebook anymore. So.
Okay.
So something you signed back into?
No.
No? You just deleted it all?
I delete it all the time. So.
Yeah. You found it today on your old Facebook? Mm-hmm. And her name is
Alika Bone.
Alika Bone, like B-O-N-E?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she lives in the SeaTac area. You understand we just need to make sure that he's okay, and then...
Yeah.
We can just do that, and then we'll we can leave you be, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
When sheriff's deputies ask for more information, Janet is extremely vague.
So how do we find Alika?
I don't know.
Can you describe to me how you got there from Providence?
So I just drove from there to Seattle, and then that's it.
You drove from Providence to Seattle
to
Alika's house?
Yes.
Okay. Did you drive on the freeway or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long did it take you to get there?
Like 2 hours.
2 hours. And what car were you driving?
My car. So just like 1 hour or so.
And what kind of car do you have?
I have a Nissan.
Okay. Where's that car now?
I don't have it with me.
Okay.
So.
Where's it at?
I left it at her house, and then I came over here on the bus.
Okay.
You left it at SeaTac?
Okay, what, do you remember what exit you took?
I don't know.
First responders then asked Janet about the timeline of events one more time.
So just to clarify, you go from Everett to the hospital in Everett, you get him checked out, you drive to your friend in SeaTac, you leave the car there, you leave him there, and you take a bus from SeaTac down here. Okay. And that all happened today?
Yeah.
So,
Pretty expensive ticket. Get a C-tram bus to come down here?
No, actually, it was only like $30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
okay. What's your first name again?
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Jeanette herself is the one who brings up lying when sheriff's deputies explain her story isn't adding up.
You're not,
Lying.
you have a longtime friend that you reach out to leave your son with,
son.
who you obviously care about
Of
very
course,
much.
I love him with all my
Yes,
heart.
and you're expressing how upset you are about what's going on between you and your mom and the custody of him and your older son. Like, that's horrible. So I know that you're not going to go leave your son with somebody and you don't know where he is.
Yeah. No.
So you do know where he is.
No, I know where he is. I know where he's at.
Tell me where he's at.
I don't have the address for him.
Okay, how can we find the address for him?
I don't know.
Did you put it in your phone
No.
to get there? Okay, Alika, you know where your son is because you're a mom who loves her son very much, and you didn't.
I'm not Alika. I'm Jeanette.
I'm sorry, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Alika, you took him somewhere, and you're going to go back to him, and you know where he is. So tell me where he's at, so we can make sure that he's okay or what's going on.
So he's not. I mean, he's there. He's with her, but
tell
he's
me
not
how
with
to
me.
go check on him.
I can give you an address.
Okay, what's the address?
I don't know. You have to write it down.
Okay, I can do that. Thank you.
When he fell, where'd he get hurt?
Just he on his head, but he
Oh.
fell on the ground and he hurt himself.
Heads are the worst. Dude.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find. I don't even.
How old's your son?
He is 5. So I don't know if this is the right one. And Seattle, Washington. So 5701
57. Yep.
232nd Avenue, Seattle, Washington.
Where did you get that address from just now?
From the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you remember leaving him.
So yeah, Alika. That's her
Okay.
name.
5701, yeah?
5701.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And-
Alika? Mm-hmm. How do you spell that?
Alica.
Okay.
Last name is Bonn.
B-O-N-N?
Yeah.
Bon?
Jeanette tells deputies her only plan is to remain at the rehab center for 12 months. She isn't sure how she'll communicate with her son during that time.
So, and if you guys can't find him or whatever, this is where I'm going to be for the next 12 months. But I mean,
They
he's
check
there.
They check you in.
How did you guys discuss that you're obviously gonna communicate with him still, you wanna check on him
Right.
and all that. How are you guys gonna communicate?
Well, I'm not going to have my phone. I'm not going to use my phone because
Okay.
I'm going to be here for the next 12 months.
Okay.
So if anything, I don't know. What else?
Okay.
That's it.
You didn't discuss that with Alika before you left?
Yes, I discussed with her. I'm going to be here for 12 months, and then, but before that, like I don't speak to my parents or anything like that because we got into an altercation. So, but this is where I'm going to be.
She also offers first responders the backstory of her addiction.
Tell me about your alcoholism. How long have you been dealing with that?
I've been drinking alcohol.
Or if you don't mind telling me, you don't
Yeah,
have
it's
to tell me.
okay.
It's not
I've been
my
here.
business,
This is like my third. Okay, I've been here like this is like my third year here.
Okay.
So I did 11 months in recovery, because I was never like an alcoholic. I was more like of a drug user. So the only drug I ever used was meth.
Yeah.
And I used it for roughly like 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
I came to finally get clean on and off, right?
Sure.
I tried it one time and then years passed and then I do it again and then
Right.
years passed.
Sure.
So I'm here now. I did a full year of recovery, 11 months. And then I did my second year, like coming back and like, you know, doing the group and stuff like that. So 2 years. This is my third year clean. I started drinking a lot because I was like, okay, I'm not a drinker. I was a drug user.
Drugs, so
right.
alcohol's okay.
So
Yeah.
alcohol's fine. I'm like, it's a socialized thing
Sure.
that everybody does. I'm
Yeah.
going to go out. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to do this. Well, I drank to the point where I can drink a whole bottle of just like liquor. So I'm like, now I'm an alcoholic.
Gotcha.
So I started to have all kinds of problems, and then now I'm back here hoping I can get clean again. It just depends.
Well, I'm glad you're in a space where you feel safe, that you feel like that can work for you. I hope it does.
Yeah.
Again, first responders ask about 4-year-old Ariel's injuries.
He jumped from the bed that we were sleeping on to the ground, and then he just got blood on his head, and so I had him taken to the doctor, and so he's doing good.
Okay. Okay. What did he hit it on?
Just on the ground.
Okay. How did it start bleeding?
It's just started bleeding.
Can you show me like what side of his head? Do you remember what side of his head it was?
I don't remember exactly what side of the head it was, but it's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so you don't, what time did it occur today?
Just, like early, like at 10, 11.
10 or 11, okay. Do you know what time it is now?
It's already 6:30, or about to be 7.
So how long were you guys at the hospital?
We were only there for a little bit. I don't even think he got checked. We got there and, but I didn't wait enough for him to get checked out, so.
So he didn't actually go back and get checked. Gotcha. Did you actually go inside and check him in? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then did you tell him you were leaving, or did you did? Okay, you just said he's not going to be seen and left?
Yeah.
Okay, and how is he acting?
He's okay.
Yeah.
What happened to him when he fell?
Nothing. He just cried.
Just cried? Just...
Let's pause the story of Ariel Garcia for a second to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this body camera video. I mean, I think it's pretty clear from the body cams Law&Crime covers that the world isn't always the safest place. And when you're hurt, it can be confusing, it can be scary, and you don't really know where to turn. Well, Morgan & Morgan is actually the largest injury law firm in America. They have over 1,000 lawyers, and there's a reason they are the biggest. They've won a lot. Morgan & Morgan has completely modernized the personal injury claim process. You can submit a claim and find out if you have a case all from your phone in 8 clicks or less. Also, your injury could be worth millions. In Philly, recently Morgan & Morgan won a $26 million verdict, a $12.2 million verdict in Florida, and a $6.8 million verdict in New York. All of these were considerably higher than the insurance offers. And you only pay them if you win. There's zero upfront fee. So if you're injured, you can start a claim at www.forthepeople.com/LCBodyCam or by dialing #law. That's #529 on your phone. All right, back to that body cam. At this point, Janet is moved to the back seat of a squad car just to get out of the rain. But that doesn't seem to clear her head when she's asked key pieces of information.
Do you remember when you walked in? Like, can you describe to me when you walked in what it looked like?
Just the hospital. Just the hospital.
Okay. But can you describe, like, when you walk in the door, where was the check-in?
In the front, like I walked in, as soon as I walked in, the front desk was checked in right there. And I said my son had to be seen for something. And then his name and everything.
Okay.
And that's
You're
it.
going like this, so you wrote it down, or was there like a check-in thing? Or?
There was a check, all right, but I think they checked me in. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't write anything on there? Okay. Have you been there before?
No.
No, that was your first time?
That was my first time.
When you checked into the desk, was it just an open desk, or
Just an open
was
desk.
it behind a wall, did they have like a glass wall, or?
Just an open desk.
Okay. Was there a lot of people in there? Yeah. That's why you didn't want to wait, because it was too long. Do you think he needed stitches or anything?
No, he's fine.
Okay, you didn't remember where his injury was? Is it front, side, back? Do you remember?
It's the side. It was the side.
Definitely one of the sides that you recall?
The front, yeah.
Okay, front. You're kind of pointing above the eyebrow? Okay. I'm sure she'll be good. I might just take her phone. She's got some specks on her shirt. She's got blood on her shoes. She's not really making sense.
Jeanette then asks what happens if investigators can't find Ariel.
So, if you guys don't, locate my son, what's gonna happen?
That's what we're working on at the moment.
Why do you think they won't be able to locate him? I mean, if you got the address to where he'd be.
Because, I don't know, I'm just saying, if you guys are not able to find him, what can happen?
What it's looking like right now is that we're gonna need to stay with you until we find him. Because it sounds like you said you know where he is, you know where you left him.
Right.
So it shouldn't be an issue, right? Should be able to locate him. Okay, so that's what we just need to stay with you until we locate him.
Okay.
The sheriff's deputies then asked to take Jeanette to the precinct. She's hesitant at first, but she agrees when she learns there'll be coffee.
Because it's raining and it's cold and I'm shivering. And we're gonna be with you, I think, for a little bit. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
We're gonna be with you for a little bit. Would you mind? We have a precinct right up the road. It's comfortable and dry that we can all sit in so we can chat. So we're all out of the rain. Would that be okay?
Where is it?
It's just right down by the fairgrounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
just on 179.
Yeah.
And then we can give you a ride back and all of that if that's okay with you.
Can I get a coffee from here before we go?
We got coffee there.
We have coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, we got coffee.
We can give you coffee.
You can't grab that seatbelt around your backside.
And then the only other thing too, when he travels, I just got to put your purse on the front seat right there. Yeah. He's not going to get into it, but we don't like bags where we can't see them and stuff.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Rules that make us go by.
Okay. Then that way we can all be dry and comfortable and sit, and you can get some coffee.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I can stop and get her a coffee or something.
Body camera video from another first responder shows interviews with witnesses who knew Jeanette from the rehab center.
Saw her today, and she looked pretty out of it. I mean, she had her haircut, like Britney Spears kind of thing, went crazy because she used to have long, big black hair, And Daniel told me that her mom was calling because they can't find her son, and her mom went to her house and saw blood. I don't know how dramatic it was, but saw blood. I don't know where, but just saw blood. Okay. And they can't find her son. And then she's over here, and Daniel, my brother, where's your son? He's with my mom. And her mom's calling over here saying he can't find her son. I mean, there was a bad connection there. I don't know if she's lying, crazy, I don't know. That's the situation from what I know.
The witness says Jeanette seemed off.
How was her behavior?
Drastically different, because she was always bubbly and loud and had this big, great laugh, kind of really annoying laugh, and talking to everybody, and she was just kind of with her hands in her pockets and quiet. And
The man also discusses Jeanette's parents, who initially reported Ariel missing.
What prompted the call for police to show up as an unwanted or?
Because she's been problematic, I guess. And my brother I don't know if my dad told him to, get this girl out of here, because she just kind of caught. Last time she was here, she fought with one of the women here.
Okay.
She's kind of just problematic, We try to help people, but there's just a certain point where we can't help people and you got to go.
It's more disruptive than
Exactly.
productive. Okay. Was she? Do you know if she was being disruptive today or causing any issues?
That's what I mean. It was kind of drastically different. She just kind of quiet and went and sat in the chair and didn't talk to nobody.
Okay. Just based on history, didn't want anything developing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what chair she sat in?
I'm sorry?
Where did she sit down at?
She sat down in one of these chairs over here. I could show you which one.
Inside or outside?
No, inside.
Okay.
That's where we have our meeting room.
She didn't talk to anybody at all?
I mean, a little chit chat, saying hi and I'm back kind of thing, and everybody kind of just gave her the cold shoulder because, nobody wants to deal with her.
Luis, my dad, actually talked to her mom and told her mom that she needed to probably find her daughter special help, like a psychiatrist or something like that, because her problem was beyond just drugs and alcohol now. It was her mind was there sometimes and it wasn't. So we told her to come actually get her and find her a special help, and that's the last time we heard from her.
The next video we see of Jeanette is at the precinct, alone in an interview room.
We ordered food earlier. Do you want some tacos and stuff? Do you want me to get you some water with them? Okay. Do you like ice in it or no?
No ice.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Soon, Jeanette is told she's headed to jail.
So I think Tanya, Detective Johnson had told you that you were going to go to jail tonight. Okay. I want to take a picture of your hands because you had said you had hurt your nail or broke your nail or something. So I want to get a good picture. Which one were you talking about? Do you remember?
I don't remember it.
Okay, I'll just take a picture of them. Yeah, hold them. Yep, like that. And then I'm gonna do one at a time too here. And then will you go like that? Like put your thank you. And then turn over. Okay. Turn over that. Yeah. Do you have any other injuries on hands or anything? Okay. Alright. Janet, these are going to go with you. This is the search warrant for your cell phone that we wrote, and then this is your citation for making false statements to the public service. So these will go with you and go in your property room at the jail.
Okay.
I'm going to just search you real quick. Okay? So go ahead and turn around, face the door for me. Spread your legs for me.
Nothing else in your pockets or anything? Okay. Right?
Yeah. Janet, these are going to go with you. This is the search warrant for your cell phone that we wrote, and then this is your citation for making false statements to the public service. So these will go with you and go in your property room at the jail.
Okay.
I'm going to just search you real quick. Okay? So go ahead and turn around, face the door for me. Spread your legs for me.
Nothing else in your pockets or anything? Okay.
Okay.
All set?
One day after Jeanette was taken into police custody, Ariel's body was recovered, several hours south of where he was last seen. Jeanette was charged with first-degree murder, domestic violence with a deadly weapon, and aggravated domestic violence with the circumstance of a vulnerable victim. She's pleaded not guilty to all these charges and is due back in court in August. Reporting for Law&Crime, I'm Ariel Gillespie.